Thanks for all your replies on Facebook. I just wanted to probably start, with chisels. It seemed to be the most common response as far as getting some information on. I'm going to demonstrate to you today how I sharpen a chisel, but I think it's really important that we establish how to use a chisel properly, just very quickly. A chisel is designed to be able to push into a cutting edge and not to be used as a lever. So I'll show you what happens when we use a chisel as a lever and see what it does to this edge. So we've got a reasonably sharp chisel here to start with. And if I try and lever this piece of wood out of here, we'll see what it does, nothing, to that edge. Nothing.
Damn it. Take two.
Alright, so I just put this nail in this block of wood and I'm going to demonstrate what happens if I use a chisel as a lever. Look at this, we've chipped that edge, killed it. So let's see how we're going to solve that issue. Alright, straight over to the grinder. Safety first. Here's our little chipped edge here. First things first, I want to flatten that edge. So I'm pointing the chisel at the center of that grinding wheel until I've lost that chip. So that looks pretty good. I think it's gone. Now you can see here that we've got a flat. Now we want to grind the bevel away back to that edge there. So until we've got no reflection on that edge. So let's do that. What's really important here is that we don't overheat the tool. So I'm holding my finger fairly close to that edge, just running back and forward, and then I'm going to quench that steel into a bath of water. Now if that steel hisses, it's too hot. Okay, so I'm letting the grinding wheel do all the work here. I'm not pushing into the grinding wheel because that'll generate heat. But I just want to make sure I don't overheat that steel. Now let's have a look at that edge. You can still see some light reflecting off this edge here, so it still needs to be ground a little further. Let's go back to the grinder. And you notice the pattern of the sparks as they dance across the front of that chisel. They're all sort of bouncing everywhere. When that flat is diminished, those sparks will run over the back of the chisel. Alright, let's have a look at that edge again. Nearly there. You can see there that we've got a little bit of reflection here and not much here. So I'll just rotate my chisel a little bit. Notice the pattern of the sparks is running across the face or the back of that chisel now, and there's still a tiniest little bit of reflection on that edge there. Take it a little bit more, I think we're done. Have a look at that spark pattern there, pretty much flying across the back. I think we're pretty much done. Alright, so no reflection across that edge there now. Can't see any reflection. Now I'm going to go to the grinding, to the sharpening stone. My first action here, you notice we've got a nice clean bevel here, 25 degrees. My first action here on the sharpening stone, I'm using a diamond stone here, 1200 grit, as my to establish my secondary bevel. So I just rock that back and forward until it's on the bevel, and then I'm going to lift it ever so slightly and then just draw back towards myself. I'm going to do that again. And again. So that's 3 times. Let's have a look at, can we see the reflection on there? This is what we call a micro bevel or a secondary bevel, just there. Okay, that's perfect. Nice and straight, nice and consistent. And what we've got is a burr that's formed on the back here. Now I want to polish this edge even further. So this has gone from 1200 to 12,000 on my Japanese water stone, which we sell at the shop here. Same process, rock it back and forward on the bevel, lift it up slightly, draw back only. And I'm gonna run that 5 or 6 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that bevel now is further polished. You should see it just gleam off that edge. And this burr that was on the back has fallen away. It's just fallen off there because I've got a mirror finish here and a mirror finish here. So I'll just quickly hit the back as well, which has already been pre-polished. But now we've got a very clean surface here, and if I grab a piece of paper, then that should easily cut that paper. There's a good test of sharp right there. So, good to go. Thanks for watching. And happy Easter.